Hello, you lovely lot, and welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel. It is a very exciting video as I had the opportunity to sit down and chat with the one and only Natalie Paris about her role in the UK tour of Pretty Woman. She is playing Kit De Luca, and I was interviewing her ahead of the show's arrival at the Edinburgh Playhouse on the 2nd of April. She was such a joy to talk to, and I feel like I learned so much, not only about the show, but about Natalie as a performer. So I hope you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy this chat that I had. And I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed chatting to her. But without further ado, let's get into the interview. Hello.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. This is a nice break from my dissertation work, so I'm very happy to be doing this instead.
Oh, bless you.
But no, I'd like to preface this by saying this is like the first proper interview I've ever done. So
Oh,
congratulations
wow,
on
I
being
love
the
it.
first, I guess. Obviously here today to talk about Pretty Woman, which I'm very excited to see. So I guess we'll just dive in with the questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So my first question comes from the fact that obviously you're playing the character Kit De Luca, who people know from the movie. And so how is it playing a role that I guess people already have a kind of preconceived notion of compared to like an original character? How much leeway do you get in making that character your own, but still recognizable to the audience?
Well, I think what's really great about the musical in terms of playing Kit is that I feel like she has got more of her own storyline as well. And obviously we know her so well from the film, and there's so much of an element and an essence of her that is in the musical. I think what's been such a joy is that I feel like I'm playing her plus the musical theatre version, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's some juicy things to get into, and obviously she has some fantastic songs. So I think it's her, but like a larger. I think I personally think a larger and more theatrical version, I guess.
Amazing. No, that sounds fantastic. And you mentioned some of Kit's amazing songs, and one of them is called Rodeo Drive. So I wondered if someone took you on an all expenses paid shopping spree on Rodeo Drive, what would be the first kind of item on the list that you like had to get your hands on if you have anything?
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, I'd head straight to Prada. I'd head straight there. Do you know what is actually really funny? Well, I don't know whether funny is the right word, but when I actually found out that I got Pretty Woman, I was actually in LA. So my agent was like, get down to Rodeo Drive now. And I took some pictures on Rodeo Drive. So that was a very surreal experience.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's like the universe aligning everything. I
Right?
love it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Pretty Woman is based off the movie. You said the musical kind of expands on it, but sort of, are there any messages that you really hope audiences kind of take from it that maybe the original movie didn't have, or the kind of musical builds on top of?
Well, I think the musical is really good in keeping everything true to the film. Obviously, there are just some songs, original songs added in there, and yeah, like you said, a theatrical version, especially for my character and the Happy Man character played by Ore. But I think in terms of coming to watch it and expecting things, the same feeling you get from the film, I think it definitely does that. Plus time, I don't know, times 10, I guess. But I think it's obviously, it's a romantic story, and they, all of that, but I think it's also empowering for the female character, for Vivian, because especially at the end, she has a fantastic song called I Can't Go Back, and it's so empowering. And I guess her journey from where she's come from to the woman that she becomes is, and knowing who she is, and I think that's a really, really strong message. So I think it ticks so many boxes, and I think you can't help but come out with a smile on your face, and had a really good time watching it.
Fantastic. Sort of building off of that, obviously, like the movie is 34 years old, so people kind of my age and younger haven't really maybe been exposed to it. So if you could sort of maybe sum up quite quickly for people that maybe aren't aware, like what Pretty Woman is about and maybe why kind of younger people should be interested in going to see it.
Pretty Woman is about a sex worker, and she meets a man very wealthy man on the Hollywood Boulevard, and she goes back with him for the night, and he ends up asking her to stay for a lot longer than just the night, and to sort of go to work, do certain events to like accompany him, and they end up falling in love. You know, it's the classic. That's basically the summary of it, and she goes from being a sex worker to suddenly being exposed to this totally different world, totally different life, very wealthy. And I think also for the lead, for Edward's character as well, he goes on a journey too, and becomes a better person as well, from things that Vivian has taught him. But it's you know, it's you get lost in the romance of it and the journeys that I think both the leads go on, and yeah, some really really fun characters along the way in the musical. Yeah.
It is a rom-com, so and it's kind of based off Cinderella from what I understand. So that being said, do you have a favorite rom-com or fairy tale that, if you know, you need a bit of a pick me up?
Oh gosh, I have so many. I love a rom-com. Like Bridesmaids is a classic. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the top of my head. Oh, so many. Oh my God, you've really put me on the spot. It's one of those things, isn't it? When somebody says, "What are your tell me one of your favorites and your
You
go-tos," and
had
then
to pick
later on in the
one.
day, I'll be able to list 10 of them. Girls Trip is also I love Girls Trip.
Yeah.
So funny. I'm a sucker for The Notebook. I am, but that's quite a sad one, really. But yeah, just love a rom-com.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I think I've misjudged how long 15 minutes is, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we're going a bit off piece here.
Don't
Which is
worry. Don't
I'll clip it all
worry.
together in the edit in the end. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, if you could describe Pretty Woman in, like, I know it's difficult, but 3 words or less, what 3 words would you kind of pick?
ooh, I think fun, romantic, and energetic.
Amazing. All of this is making me very excited to come and see it when it finally comes to Edinburgh. I will say, there's a
Yes.
big group of 11 of us, so that
Wow, I love
should
that.
be lots of fun. Okay, so obviously you mentioned Kit has a lot of fun songs, but do you have a personal favorite to perform?
I love Rodeo Drive. I really do. When I first heard it for the audition, I was like, this is so cool and fun and edgy and rocky. And I think what's been so great in terms of the music and vocally with Kit is that obviously it's what's written, but you have a certain element of freedom to like put your own stamp on certain moments of it, which is so, when that happens in musical theatre, it's so exciting because you can put your own little flair on it. So I absolutely love singing all of Kit's material. But yeah, I love Rodeo Drive. It's great.
That's my favorite song, so I'm quite happy to hear you say
Is
that.
it?
Yeah, no, I had a listen to the album sort of in the lead up to this, and I was like, this is the song. This is so
It's a
good.
banger, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And so, you know, carrying on with the theme of songs, is there a number in the show that you're like, oh, I really wish I could be part of it, even though Kit, the character, maybe isn't?
Do you know, we always talk about this, like in the wing, and there are a couple of the ensemble numbers that I wish I was in. I think the opera is, oh gosh, it's stunning. And wait till you hear Josh and Leela, who are our two that sing the opera. They're fantastic. But um Beautiful, which is the end of Act One, I always wish that Kit could just sort of be in the background, sort of, you know. And also there's another song that Vivian sings called This Is My Life. I really, really love it. It's one of the more like it brings, I don't know, in terms of energy, I think it brings the mood down in terms of the music, but I really, really love it. I mean, it's not an ensemble number, it's literally just Vivian, but yeah, I love that one as well.
So I think, keeping with kind of the theme, if there was a rom-com that you think would make an amazing stage musical, which one do you
Yeah.
think it would be?
Ooh. Do you know what I actually think would be so fun? Miss Congeniality.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Right? I
That would
actually
be
love
so
number
good.
two. I love number two as well.
Yeah.
I just think that would be so fun.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Someone needs
That's
to
what's
get on.
popped it. That's what popped into my head just this second.
Do you kind of want to like sum up with a little elevator pitch as to why people should come and see the UK tour of Pretty Woman?
Sure. Okay. Come and see Pretty Woman if you want an escape for a couple of hours to be wrapped up in the magic and the fun and everything about Pretty Woman. And I think you will leave with a smile on your face and a skip in your step.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, giving me
You're
a break from
welcome.
my dissertation.
Oh, bless you. Hope it's going well.
Fantastic. It's going.
Okay, fine, fine.
I'll get back. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Enjoy the rest of your day.
thank you. You too. Nice to meet
Thank you.
you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. So there you have it. That was my chat with Natalie Paris. Now, like I said, Pretty Woman, the UK tour is in Edinburgh from the 2nd of April to the 13th of April, but it also has a lot of other stops along the tour. So if you want to check it out, go and look at a theatre near you to see if you have the chance to go and see this amazing show. Now, if you want to see my full review and a vlog of my trip to see Pretty Woman, that is on the way in the future. But until then, go and check out some of the other videos on my channel. Make sure you subscribe for more theatrical content. And as always, my lovelies, remember to stay stagey. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!